Vayna, welcome back to the vlog. Today, this is a special one because the Spokane Realtors Young Professional Network actually asked me to come out and speak at their Growth with a Purpose event in Spokane, Washington. This was such a ride. I had so much fun going out, connecting with the other realtors, talking to the other speakers. You're gonna see our little roundtable discussion. I don't speak at events too terribly often, but they asked me to speak on my team and how I started it. Shout out to Chris Benjamin, TJ Pierce, Angie Lauer. They are also big hitters in the real estate industry. They go around to a lot of events, you might recognize them. But overall, it was a really fun little trip. Thank you so much to the Spokane Realtors Young Professional Network for having me. Here's their at. You can find out more about them through a link in the bio. Most markets do have a Young Professional Network linked to the Realtors Association. So if you are a young real estate professional and you are looking for like-minded people and you are looking to gain inspiration and knowledge in your business, 100% get online, search up your market. I'm sure you have one. So with that being said, we'll get into the vlog. If you find this entertaining or you learned something, like and subscribe buttons are below. Drop a comment. Let me know what you want to see next out of the vlog and let's get into it. Good morning. I don't like recording in public places. All right, let's order some Starbucks. I would like a big one today. Let's go grande, go crazy. Could go the turkey bacon route again. Oatmeal and yogurt. Oatmeal sounds good. What's healthier, turkey bacon sandwich or oatmeal? Let me think about intuitive eating. What does my body want? Oatmeal. I'll go the oatmeal route. I'll have lots of protein at lunch. Sweet.
How I started my team. So 18 years old, I got into this business. My dad's a realtor. I didn't want to do it at first, but then I got fed the lies about how easy it is, how flexible your schedule is, how you get all this time. Dad never fed me leads. I had to go out.
Hello vlog.
Way the game works.
Say hi to the vlog. Hello vlog.
We made it.
Are we doing a TikTok lesson over here?
Yes, yeah, 100%.
Are we rolling?
Yes.
This
is your intro.
Yeah, what's up, guys?
This is your debut on the vlog.
Oh my gosh.
What would you like to say to the younger generation?
You're the future.
They are.
Okay, Kennedy. Jeez.
Hey, Robbie, what do you want to say?
Why the f do you guys say the craziest shit? All right, like guap? Why guap? Why? Come on, I want you to join me right down here and tell me all your shit of why you say the crazy stuff you do.
Do you know what Riz is?
Bro, no, bro.
You know what Riz is? Riz. Like if you have Riz.
What's Riz?
Riz means you got game.
Oh, why
Like,
do you
yo,
just
you
say?
got that Riz.
So
Riz
I have a
you
question. Why don't you just say exactly? You got game. Why not?
Because language evolves, Robbie. What do you want me to say? Yes. Oh, we're taking a picture.
Language evolves.
Hayden, you put together a great event today.
Thank you so much.
Hayden put together the Spokane Realtors Association Young People's Network.
Professionals.
Young Professionals Network. Why did you make the YPN? Or why is the YPN? What does it do? Why does
Do you
it
have one in
exist?
Seattle?
I was doing a
Kind
demonstration.
of. We have one that's made by us,
I used,
but not
and I just
backed by a realtor association or anything.
Okay, yeah, our association is cool just because it's like very plugged into the National Association of Realtors, and so they just want to get as many people involved in the Association of Realtors as possible to make it a realtor-owned association versus just a corporation-owned.
Well, that
Yeah,
would
I
be
really want to get the
beneficial.
recording.
I mean, many markets have their own YPN,
I like
and but then there's a national YPN. So, like you as a realtor have a national YPN that represents you, and then there's also a Washington YPN that I'm a part of. But then you can go to Chicago if you are a YPN president every year and be a part of the national YPN conference and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
What was your favorite part of today?
My favorite part of today was just getting.
Sorry, second favorite part to my speech.
I was going to say my favorite part was Vayna's speech. but I think we had a great turnout. We had like 50% more than last year, so it was awesome.
50% more? That's amazing. And you guys had good speakers last year, I heard.
Everybody crushed it this year. Yeah,
That's
this year and last
cool.
year.
Yeah, the speakers today were awesome. Where can we find some information on everything? Speakers today.
Follow the Spokane Realtor YPN. We're gonna just Spokane Realtor YPN on Instagram, and we'll post a bunch of clips from today's speakers.
Very good. So Robbie,
Yes.
you are real
He's
in
a
what market?
CFO for
Fargo,
real estate teams.
North Dakota.
So like he
I
takes
bank
the
with
whole
that
like
place.
finances of
Do
like
you really
running the
bank
business
with
side.
Wells Fargo?
And I
Yeah.
take the
Totally
personal
different
finance
thing.
side. Good for you.
Yeah, actually,
Worst bank?
Actually, don't
I
do
know
that.
it's the
Probably
worst.
cancel
Yeah.
because
So
it's
we like
something.
usually just
I
start
actually
it.
have
So
had
like
no
episode 1
issues
was
with
like the
Wells
two of
Fargo.
us like
They
going back and forth.
fix all my shit when
then
things
going
go wrong,
forward,
so
Have
I
you
can't say
seen
anything
the
wrong.
SEC?
I have
Like the
nothing
guests
bad
will
to
be
say about Wells
and we'll like
You-
interview them
okay.
on like
Anyway.
As a friend.
how they run the finances
Switch
of their
banks.
business.
All right, anyways.
So I've heard that influence comes from context.
I'm not ready to be against it.
Can you tell people your story about
It's funny because I just
saying
did a live
the
last
replacement
week.
for the who are you voting for story with the door knocking?
Oh, goodness.
I
yeah.
like that story.
So, long story short, I worked on political campaigns, and what I found out was if I walked up to people's doors and said, hey, you should vote for this person, people would literally boo me off their doorstep. Whether it was more aggressive language, guns, or whatever it may be. And what I found was when I walked up to people's doorsteps and said, hey, what matters to you this election, people would not shut the hell up. Because people want to be heard, understood, and valued. They don't want to be sold. And there's a lot of old school mantra, whether it's Glengarry Glen Ross, whether it is The Wolf of Wall Street, which is such a baller movie, but I would never take as sales tactics today. People don't want to be sold, they want to be heard, understood, and valued. And when you take that and you align it with helping help people, this game becomes easy. Like, super easy.
I'm so very blessed to be hanging out with all these big hitters today.
Man, this is where everyone wants to be. Like, this is the dinner that you want to be at.
Chris,
For real.
can you please? I really liked your Mount Everest story. You told it a couple. I've heard you say it a couple. I've heard you
Pain is
tell
like
it a
your
couple
own fucking
times.
news.
Can you please talk about how you relate your Everest to like your journey of coursing it versus letting things flow and enjoying that climb and being in it?
I think, to make it brief, I think like everyone assumes that every piece of the puzzle is fun, right? So like Hayden threw a kick-ass event, but in order to throw a kick-ass event, a lot of it is going to suck. A lot of it is going to suck, right? So I think it's sort of pushing past that resistance and not wanting to do some of it, but once you get in the flow state, it's not so bad. And then when the product or whatever you're going for is worth it, I think it motivates you to get through it. But I think like especially with agents, everybody assumes that every piece is fun, right? And it's okay if it's not. Well, let me say it like this. It's not always fun in the beginning, and resistance is typical. But the people that are really doing it, like I know you love what you do, but there's no doubt that some mornings, like you're running a team, you want to bury your head in the sand. No, you don't. Okay, some mornings, that TJ's on another level. There's
He's
definitely
excluded.
some mornings like where I wake up, and if I would succumb to my emotions, I'm not getting out of bed.
So what do you do when things get hard?
So if it's in the morning time, I learned this from, I don't know who taught me this. I recently heard it from a woman named Faith Barrett. She's an agent out of, she's killing it in Shasta or like Redding County. And she has this thing when she's in bed, it's like a 3-2-1. And I'm sure she got that from somebody else, but it's like 3-2-1. I'm out of bed.
Oh yeah, I did hear. I think that's from Tony Robbins' wife.
Yeah, probably is. And I think that's like
The
really
3-second
effective,
rule, yeah.
right? So I think there's little things like that is like 3-2-1 and I go. And you just push through it, right? And I think the more you realize, especially like all of us on the phones, it's hard to get your ass in the chair to get behind the phone. That's normal, right? But as soon as you know, I hate this first 10 minutes, it's like the next day you show up, it's like, I know I'm not about to enjoy this for the first 10 minutes. And then you get your first yes, right? Like as soon as you set that first appointment, you're like, oh baby, right? That's why I think it's cool when you have a gong in the office or a bell, because that's how you get people amped up to keep
Yeah,
going.
we have a gong.
Yeah, exactly.
She doesn't do any of the calling. She just hires all of them.
Hey, I thought that's not going in the blog.
Yeah, so I think like people don't want to suffer a little bit, and I really believe the suffrage is where you're growing. You know,
100%.
I don't share this very often, but there are many days where I wish I would have not summited Mount Everest. 100%.
You would have what?
I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't accomplish my goal.
Because now you know what's possible.
Because it put in perspective that like my goal was not big enough to chase forever. Because you hit this thing, and then it's like, what next?
Yeah, now what?
Which is psychology, right? All of us live in this game where we play this game of I want $1 million, 10 million, $1 billion, and you hit that, and you're like, oh my God, this wasn't what I thought it was going to be. When it was the journey of doing the work that actually was the fulfillment to begin with, every time.
100%. Yep. Anybody watching the vlog, whatever your dream is, 10x it, because you're gonna get there, and then it's what next.
Period.
I am so tired. I just checked in. Cute. This is solid. Eventually, all things merge into one, and a river runs through it.
What?
I'm too tired to even comprehend what that means. Bathroom situation. Nice. She's clean. She's modern. I can't complain. Good morning, vlog. Let's go for a little walk. Had a really good day yesterday. Very long, very draining. After a big day like that, I like to take at least a little bit of time for myself, like this morning. Going out for a little walk, reconnecting, gathering my thoughts. The water is really pretty out here. Shout out to Spokane. I'm thoroughly impressed by your water. Your rivery. What am I thinking about this morning? Take a seat, think about it. I'm just thinking about clearing my mind from everything yesterday. You know, keeping the good stuff. I have a bunch of notes that I'm gonna go back to later, but for the most part, getting back in tune with myself, what I want, my plans, and yeah, going from there. So let's just enjoy this walk. No purpose other than to be with myself and everyone who watches this vlog. Alrighty vlog, what a day. As you can see, I'm sitting in the airport. It is around 2, I think. Chris and I pulled up to the airport together after having a little lunch, and we're just masterminding in the Starbucks, talking about our socials, what we're doing, how we're going to start some mastermind groups. Stay tuned to serve our followers more, deliver more real value, more exclusive content, and set up that side of the brand and what we're doing. Overall, I have had a fantastic time here in Spokane. The people I've met here, it's been crazy. Who would have thought? Spokane, Washington. I've lived in this state my whole life. This is my first time in my adult life in Spokane. It's been pretty cool. I mean, the city here is really cool too. Very old-timey country, respectfully. Seattle was a lot like this city way before I was born, and now everything's all modernized, so it's kind of cool to see like historical little vibe. But I got a lot of praise, you know, being young in the industry, people were impressed. I got a lot of compliments, which I really appreciate, that they see the work I'm putting into my real estate business and social and everything I'm doing. So it's nice to be recognized. But more than that, someone kind of asked me like, you know, do you ever struggle with imposter syndrome doing this? And it's so interesting because like 100% when I was new in real estate, 18 years old, no sales, nothing to stand on as far as gaining clients and credibility online. So I totally struggled with that back in the day. And to get over that, talk about in my other videos, I would leverage my team's experience, my team's listings, my team's previous transactions in the real estate business. And then if you've been following me for a while, you know that I started posting on social after a year in the business, after I had some sales to stand on. Anyways, it's so interesting because I actually have struggled with imposter syndrome maybe sometime last year when I had just bought my first house, and I'm like, okay, I have one, but my goal was like 2 or 3 by now, and so I felt really behind. You might think I'm crazy, but I told the person who asked me, do I struggle with imposter syndrome? I said, yeah, I mean, I did a little while ago, but then, you know, I realized that not a lot of people are doing this at this age and stage in life, and you know, despite my own rap sheet, I still have the information to share with all of you. So I feel very blessed, really, to be in this position and to have worked up to where I can provide value and like not financial advice, but information to the masses of our generation, because I really believe in Gen Z and everything that we can do. We never recognize ourselves that we are working hard or making a difference or anything just because we put pressure on ourselves or we feel like we should be further along. Whatever it is, recognize that you are a superstar. You might be different, but in this world, you have to be different to be successful, to separate yourself from other people, to do what most people aren't doing. And I really feel that everyone has something of value to provide, and everyone's gonna do it differently. Everybody can walk their lane, we can all get along for the most part, right? But if you're gonna let limiting beliefs hold you back, you are going to be doing a disservice to yourself for a very long time. So that's all I have to say on that. Thank you for watching the vlog. I don't even know how long this one's gonna be, but think about it, you know? What kind of difference are you gonna make in the world? What are you going to be known for? Who are you? What's your brand? And how are you gonna set yourself up to get on the path to achieve what you truly want out of life? Those are my thoughts from the airport. Thanks for watching the vlog. Check out the links below. Get on my email list, it's free. I push out content every week about what I'm doing, tips for agents, investors, all that good shit. Drop the like and subscribe, join our community. I will see you in the next one.